How you doing today?
At the Norfolk Scope Arena.
How everybody doing today? It's been a minute. Boy, I gotta tune up like two tune-ups I gotta do today to change somebody's serpentine belt. Right now I'm about to go get breakfast though. Breakfast. Women's breakfast. What y'all up to? Real dry, your side real wet. You leave me in the bed. My side real dry. Red beans and rice. We come on the side. Your hell in the bed. It's crumbs on your side. My side real dry. Your side real wet. In the bed. Make some murder. We are back. Yes, we are. I was gonna pick up that shipyard job, man. I don't know. I need to add TTS to my stream, man. And just keep going. I need to get as many people in the live as I possibly can. We almost monetization, man. I want to change the world. Y'all make some youth programs. Change my YouTube channel to do that. I'm certified in 31 trades. I train people for free. Mechanics, Ethernet, telephone. I install security systems. Ring doorbell cameras. I fix phones, tablets, laptops, computers, TVs. Anything you want to learn, I teach it. You know, I love to see people on. So I love when people put in the effort to help me, because, like, you know, I've been over backwards for people. Everybody double tap that screen, please, and like. I'm here to get breakfast. Subscribe, please. Trying to make it to 1,300 subs. Double tap that screen, like, please. Even if you only here for a moment, don't like what you see, please help me out. Hit the like, get me moving in the algorithm. You know, we done saved about 3 people's lives here. Mental health is important to me. A few people trying to commit suicide, bro. It's all love here. Your emotions getting the best of you. Brazil in the building. This is the place to be before you do anything. It's all love. It's our community. We do not, no matter what nationality you're from, no matter what country you're from, we do not promote any already pre-established communities or pre-established community agendas. This is our thing. It's our community. It's our family. We get to love who we decide to love, regardless of where you from before you do anything crazy. If your anger setting in, your depression setting in, your anxiety setting in. Thank you, Harry. If your anger setting in, your depression setting in, your anxiety setting in, come here first, please. All right. Come here first, please. You might not have the answers. I might not have the answers, but we have regulars. Somewhere between all of us, we have the answers. All right. We've saved about 3 people from committing suicide already. Check themselves out of here. Come here first before you do anything. That is permanently life changing. Whether you get angry and you trying to do something crazy. No. Let me get like 3 just sausage, sides of sausage and some hash browns and ketchup. And then let me get
5 sausage biscuits.
3 sides of sausage.
That 2?
3.
3.
And yeah, my wisdom tooth messed up. I can't really eat too much. And some small hash browns. But yeah, we saved about, I want to say about 3 people's lives from committing suicide. Come here first, y'all.
Alright,
Please.
talk to me, so you sound far away. I can't hear you.
I
got 3 sausage biscuits so far.
And a side of hash browns, and then a medium Sprite, and that's it.
3 sausage biscuits, 1 medium hash brown, and a medium Sprite. Anything else?
That's it.
14, pull around.
Thank you. But yeah, come here first, y'all. Please come here first. We say about 3 different people's lives from committing suicide. Mental health is very important to me, even if I don't have all the answers. This is our community. This is our family. We do not promote any preset agendas, communities or preset community agendas. This is who we decide to love. It's our community, is what we make of it. Before you do anything crazy, your anxiety setting in, your depression setting in, your anger setting in, you about to do something crazy, well off, catch a charge, take yourself out of here. Come here first. Please come here first. Promise me you'll come here first. What's up, SPFH Rolly? Would you like me to say something in my language? Sure. You said Brazil in the building. We have people here from all walks of life, both male and females. You'd be surprised how many females are actually in here. I'm surprised sometimes. But we have our regulars. What's up, John? Is it Black Fatigue? Yeah, come here first, please. I don't have any words blocked. You can express yourself freely here. Trolling is allowed. Trolling is allowed. Okay, you can troll me, you can troll the chat. This is something we do. The only thing that's not allowed, spam posting, racism. We understand locker room talk, but we talk about extremists here. You know, we talking about extremists. We do play something called Mod Wars, where you get to get your anger out a little bit. Trolling is allowed. You get to time people out. Everybody gets a chance to be a moderator. You do not need a valid reason to time people out. Just the max time out is 10 seconds. What's up, Austin B? Jesus loves. Yes, he does, Harry. Yes, he does. I'll say it's 8 years ago now, I think, roughly. Born again. But yeah, this is the place to be. I ain't been on live in a minute. I'm trying to get back to my live sessions all day, but I gotta add GTS to my chat so they can read it out loud. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. Add GTS to my YouTube. Everybody double tap that screen, like, please. Get us moving in the algorithm. Just moving in the algorithm, even if you're just here for a moment. Double tap that screen. Hopefully, there's probably somebody out there that need us, bro. Double tap that screen, like. Even if you're just here for a moment. We say about 3 people's lives from suicide. Somebody out there is looking for us. Please like. Please like, even if you don't subscribe. Double tap the screen.
14. Deli, your ketchup.
Somebody out there need us. Help us get to them before they get to themselves. Go ahead. Other than that, express yourself freely. Appreciate y'all for coming. Turn the camera on so we can see the room. Like it's thank you. It's a back. I got a what's called now? I got a the mount is not. I give you a little glimpse with it. See. It's raining, so you can't really see nothing. I need to fix my stuff. I need to fix my windshield wipers. I ain't got around. I put so many other parts on this thing. I'm just being lazy. I need to get out here today and put some parts, but I gotta get 2 people to tune up. Oh, you want to listen to pull down on the floor. Be careful. Definitely. Always, Aaron. Appreciate you for coming. I do roadside assistance. Roadside. Roadside assistance. Ketchup. Still ain't give me no ketchup. And they gave me the biscuits. I didn't ask for the biscuits. That's crazy. I said 2 sides of sausage. This ain't no side of sausage, this is a whole biscuit. I do not like bread like that. MC is $120. What is that? MC is Brazil is $120. What's that? Here. I don't like bread like that to be eating 3 sausage biscuits. Should clock in, but I gotta do a couple customers today. Couple of my own personal customers. 2 tune-ups. Spark plugs, coil packs for one, and just spark plugs for the other. Not too bad. Alright, so like 30 minutes to an hour for each test. Take spark plugs. Spark plugs. say you live in a place where there's a chicken on top of you. What's like what's some type of food business with like apartments or something? Or housing? That's the same building? Is a chicken in front of you? What? How everybody doing? Everybody double tap that screen, like, get us moving in the algorithm, please. Get more people in here. More of us in here, the fun it gets. You said the live stream is freezing? Let me see. Oh, yeah. What about now? Ooh, it's hot. What about now? It's freezing now? But yeah, everybody double tap that screen, like, please. Gets moving in the algorithm. More of us in here, the further it gets. We waiting on our regulars to come. Pile in. Kind of early. Hopefully they'll be back. They'll be here or a lot of them will be here in the next 30 minutes or so. 20, 30 minutes. We've been at it for 18 minutes so far. Onward. Maybe it's because my internet is. What's up, Mama OG? Welcome back. Onwards towards 3,000 watch time hours. We at 1,861 so far. It ain't counting our last few lives. What's up, Jamari? Welcome back. Hey, pulling my wisdom tooth on the 4th. I got 2 days ago. Wait, what is 2 days? Yep. No, not yet, not yet. I got 2 days to go before I get it pulled. Mama OG. He said, please don't leave the house. Hello, Jamari Crossley. Friends J Audio. Hey, friends. Jamari, welcome back, bro. Let's see something real quick. Check me out, check me out. Let's see. Let's make sure you have. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This does. I appreciate y'all for coming. Let me see. Better enjoy the junk now because they're gonna put you on the soft foods diet. Yeah, and look, I need to fast anyways. I might not even eat for real, for real. I might get back to fasting. I done cheated. I'm been cheating. I fast. I might just go like 3 days. Start working out. Am I tripping or does my face not look as puffy? I mean, I done lost like 13 pounds. Still look a little puffy right here. The swelling gonna go down more though once I get rid of these 2 teeth, both of these wisdom teeth. Pressing my face look thinner. Cheeks still a little puffy. But you kind of see it right there. Wisdom tooth swollen right there. I'm about to go back to fasting. I need to drop like 13 more pounds. And my face should slim all the way down. Be back to my regular size. Everybody double tap that screen, like, get us moving in the algorithm, y'all. You guys, I appreciate y'all for coming. Why is this not showing? Get more people in here. The more y'all that like, the more people pile in. Help me fight the algorithm. Push me to the top. Please. Appreciate y'all. How you feeling today? What's up, Rebecca? Welcome back. How you feeling today? Pretty good, actually. What about you, Rebecca? Be careful. You too, Jamar. O's around. Do Paranga? That's what do people from Brazil speak, Harry? What is the name of your language? Good. That's good to hear, Rebecca. Always good to hear. The Hino do Brazil. What's the name of the language that you speak, Harry? Emmanuel. We're gonna miss you for another few days, but we know you're in recovery. Most importantly, yeah. I was thinking about going into the shipyard. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. I was thinking about going to the shipyard, but got my nails done yesterday. That's what's up. What's up, Shima Lawrence? Welcome to Potty Chat. Is it Portuguese? Good day. I was thinking about going to the shipyard. That's going to completely kill my morning lives. I don't know if I want to do that. Pork and cheese. Yeah. It's a pork and cheese. I don't know if I want to do that. I'd rather just get to monetization. We so close. We under 1,200. We're under 1,200 watch time hours away. We got 1,861, which means we only need 1,139 watch time hours. If only we could get 1,100 people in here for 1 hour. Do it overnight, monetize overnight. That would be awesome. We need everybody to at least stay for 10 minutes every live. An hour if possible. In Portugal too? Brazilian language? Oh, Portuguese is Portugal too. And Portugal too. How much you at? I'm at 1,861 watch time hours, mama. OG. $1,800. Everybody post in the chat so I can make y'all mods. Whoever not a mod. We do mod wars here. Everybody gets a chance to be a mod. The goal is to time people out. Max time out is 10 seconds. But you got to post so I can make you a mod because I can't see you if you're not posting. And double tap the screen like for us, please. Just moving in the algorithm. We get more people in here, the fun it gets. Right now we're doing party chat, but we do mod wars. Season 2 brought us in, like 700, 600, 700 subscribers. Season 1 brought in 250 subscribers. Mod wars. I'm gonna post the rules for it. Trolling is allowed. Trolling is allowed. You don't need a valid reason to time people out as part of the trolling. But max timeout is 10 seconds. I'm gonna post the rules. Even though we're just chilling right now, I'm gonna post the rules to mod wars. Why not? Can't hurt nothing. Try Lou. I gotta give everybody their troll story characters too. It keeps slipping my mind in the middle of a live, man. ADHD will do it to you, I swear. It won't do it to you if you let it. Portugal equals England. Portugal is the same as England. Yeah. You ask what language Brazilians speak? Yeah. Yes, I can speak normally. What's up, Dutch Vanderlyn? I have a plan. What's the plan, bro? Let us hear it. What you talk about? I'm posting rules to the game. My war. See, my wars. Oh, gee. Pin message. We need to rob a bank and head to the tropics. Oh, dead. Or maybe we can rob a job. You know what I'm saying? Rob about 70 hours on the work week, take that paycheck, and then just pay to go to the tropics. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know what I'm saying? It ain't that expensive. Flying on a plane is actually a lot less expensive than a lot of people think. It's a lot less expensive than I thought it was. I was looking, man, you get a round trip to some places for like $1,000 for like 30 days. You know what I'm saying? My man. What's up, Samuel? Welcome back. Rob a job. Money. Pix equals money. Thanks, sir. No problem, Samuel. Welcome back, bro. How you been? Is that CapCut? What was that? CapCut checkout filter iPhone HD. What? Pix equal money. How you doing? I'm doing pretty well. It's a good day. I'm off today. Hey, technically I'm off today from my job, but I got 2 people I got to get tune-ups. I'm waiting on them until one of them I do they spark plugs. And excuse me. and they core packs for 160, and I got another person I'm supposed to be doing their just they spark plugs for 120, and I got another person I'm putting his serpentine belt on for $60. And then I swear I had another. I think I'm supposed to be doing somebody brakes today for another 120. I just can't remember who. I told him how to call me, so I'm heading to the saloon later. Yeah, the saloon. That's like barber. Grab myself a beer. Saloon. Gonna make some coffee. Stream running though. Yeah. Mama OG. Grab myself a beer. Yeah. Would you like to learn Portuguese? Yes, probably in the future. I got a few languages I want to learn because I'm gonna have to travel the world for what we doing. What I'm trying to do. We trying to make community wide generational wealth here. I'm trying to start my. I know how to get it running, and like I got a whole business plan. I know how to make it work, right? We got this thing called BPB. It's a youth program. Actually, saloon is barber. Salon is barber. Saloon is bar, but in Western movies. Yeah. Oh yeah, saloon. Yeah. True. Apparently, I also need to learn terminology from different countries. But God equals do. He equals boy. I travel on a horse from Vegas to Tombstone, Arizona. Yeah. But yeah, we got BPB. My uncle and his old self always watching Tombstone Territory. Yeah. The movie Tombstone is actually a pretty good movie. With I forgot who it is. Is it Tom Hanks? It's not Tom Hanks. It's two people in it that's famous. I can't remember. But yeah, BPB. It's a youth program, but we going to help people all walks of life. There's no discrimination. It stands for Black Poverty Bandits, but it's just because its founder is black. It's not only for black people. There's no discrimination. Basically, we steal your poverty from you. You can't have it no more. We want that shit. Run that shit. You know what I'm saying? We put you in a better house, better car, teach you trade, train you to get high paying jobs, get you hired at the higher paying jobs, send you back to school if you need to, find you babysitters if you need babysitters so you can get to work, train you to different high paying jobs, all kind of stuff. You know, trying to get this to use Duolingo. Oh yeah, that's like is that translation app? All kind of good stuff. Pretty much. I'm trying to get my YouTube to monetization because if I get the money on the side to do it, I can open a series of LLCs that I know will generate 400,000 to like $1 million a year, and then I can take and invest those and then expand, buy businesses that already are established that we know we're gonna get return from, and use all of that to fund. I got friends in multiple different trades that said they're all willing to train people under them, anywhere from metallurgy to welding. Me, I'm a fiber technician. I used to work with Cox Cable. That actually paid, that within itself as a cable technician, as a contractor, you getting $100,000 a year or more. You see what I'm saying? And then welding, you know, that's like $40 and up, $30 to $40 and up, an hour and up. then roadside assistance is no joke either, especially when you know how to network through it. I don't just do roadside assistance. I sell myself like breaks to the customers because I'm in like 15, 20 of them faces every day. So I'm like, you got a car. I know you got a car. If you need your brakes done and your rotors done, you know what I'm saying? Alternator, power steering pump, all of this. These are the prices that I got. Whenever they break, call me. You know, I usually line up probably about 6 to 7 customers a week just for brakes, and then I get like other stuff, and then I plug tires for $30 tire. Like last night, I made $66 off of just plugging 2 tires. You know what I'm saying? $66 off of plugging 2 tires. And tips. But right now I'm training I'm about to start training my nephew how to drive and how to do brakes and stuff. You know, then I got friends that's like a mechanic. It's just 6-7 no. So right now we training people for free. You know, I'm training people like high paying jobs, extremely high paying jobs. I got somebody I'm supposed to be training to use my truck. I got all of the tools. They're gonna rent the truck from me. I'm gonna train them how to do fiber and cable, and I'm gonna send them. My friend owns a business. He contracts with Cox Cable. I'm gonna send him over to them. He gonna get guaranteed hire. He gonna start off making like $100,000 a year or more. You know, so this is the thing. We're not just trying to get people in jobs. We're trying to get people in extremely high paying jobs, right? That's what BPB is. That's the goal. We got free people up from the kids so they like have babysitters so they can go to work. You know what I'm saying? Reasonable price. And then a lot of people, we can have people that specifically like they got there's all kinds of stuff for it. So like I think it's the NRHA. It's some company that they'll pay you, the government will pay you to watch people's children, so those people don't have to pay you. Or like I think some of them they pay like a portion. You as dad, 6-7 is even in Brazil, yeah. You as dad, no, I'm dead. But yeah, what is it? Oh yeah, so we could get them paid by the government. We get them paid by the government. So like the old people that can't work, we can still get them paychecks because we can have them sign up. A lot of them should be old enough. Once you get past a certain age, I feel like you just stop catching charges. If you're not, I feel like you ain't grew up, right? Once you get past a certain age, I feel like you're too old to be out here catching charges, unless it's like driving traffic shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as long as they record clean enough, we can hire them, the ones that ain't able-bodied, to be able to get out and work the laborers work. You said made some passion fruit and pineapple juice yesterday. That's not good. Saw that in the fridge and reconsidered this coffee. And reconsidering this coffee, yeah. Hey, look, that do sound good, but yeah, we had them sign up for that. The government will pay them to watch the kids, so we don't got to pay them, and the parents don't have to pay them. AJ, unfortunately, I have to leave, but don't forget, I'll be back. Hey, look, come anytime, Harry. I appreciate you for coming. We gonna have them, so that'll cover if people got children. Government will pay the older people that aren't able to watch the kids, and then the younger people, we could train them to get out here and do the high-paying job work, right? And we train them in the trades, and then we can go to the city in the areas in the states that they're in and contract with the cities and get them to pay us. Because like I do landscaping, right? So we could buy, what's up, Laura? Voiceovers? Shit, guys, you farted in your grandpa's Breathing machine, his lungs turn purple. That is diabolical. That is crazy. Welcome to party chat, Laura. What was I saying? Yeah, we get what's up, Juliana? Muhammad. Hello. Hey, how you doing? But yeah, we'll have, so they'll get paid by the government to watch kids. We train the parents in trades, and then we take those trades, go to the city, get the city to pay them to work them, right? So it's in the different cities that they got. Cities have, individual cities have contracts where you can contract out for a certain amount of years with them. And then we take all of the money. We take $1 from everybody's paycheck for 1 million in one trust fund. $1 from one person ain't shit. But $1 from, excuse my tongue, but $1 from a million people is $1 million, right? So we take $1 out of each paycheck. Everybody that's in the BPB program, if we're going to take that, we're not just taking it. It's that, and we're going to invest it into already well-established businesses that we know are going to make a return. It's things like 7-Elevens, McDonald's, and just take the money from that $1 million trust fund, buy a 7-Eleven, take the profit from the 7-Eleven in the $1 million trust fund again, buy another 7-Eleven, take the money from all three of them, buy more 7-Elevens, take the money from all five of them, buy McDonald's, and then the passive income that we have will come from us buying out franchises that we know are going to still exist. So we'll be generating money ourselves, saving money because it'll be our own labor. And the money that's funding us will come from $1 million trust fund, as well as the businesses that we're purchasing. What's up, Indoor Llama? Welcome back, Harry. You are good looking. I'm not gay, but if I was a woman, I'd let you hit up to. What's up, Indoor? But yeah, yeah, we going to well-established businesses. They'll be our passive income. We just scale from there, right? And you just buy more and buy more, buy more, buy more, and buy more. Then we don't even have to stop. There are people that have businesses in multiple different countries, you know, so we don't even have to stop. Why am I mad? A little bit. Got him. We do party chat right now, but we actually do. I invented this game called Mod Wars Indoor. I actually posted the rules to the game in the chat. Trolling is allowed here. You get to express yourself freely here, Indoor. I don't have any block words. All right. Try not to be too nasty, but express yourself freely. The only thing that's not allowed is racism, spam posting, right? Other than that, you get to express yourself freely. Everybody gets a chance to be a moderator. We do Russian roulette on mods here. Okay. The goal is to time people out. Max time out is 10 seconds. You do not need a valid reason to time people out. It is part of the trolling. Okay. Little mods get a timeout 2 people before losing mod. Big mods get a timeout 3 people before losing mod. You are a real one. Thank you. Thank you, Indoor Llama. Little mods get a timeout 2 people before losing mod. Big mods get a timeout 3 people before losing mod. This is Mod War Season 3 now. Mod War Season 2 brought us about 600 to 700 subscribers. The first one brought us like 250 subscribers. Crazy. I didn't expect us to explode this. I've been kind of off the ball because I work and then all this other stuff I'm trying to get in order, business paperwork, my wisdom teeth. I just need to add, I don't know. I was thinking about getting in the shipyard, but I think because that's gonna cut my morning lives out. I think I just need to add TTS to this, and we just drive around all day. I think that's what I'm gonna just add TTS to this, so it'll just read like what you was talking about, Mama OG, the chat, and I ain't got to worry about looking at the camera. Right? I ain't got to worry about looking at the camera while I'm moving, while I'm in motion. 67, 700 subs. I think you meant 670. No, I was saying 600. I meant 600 to 700 subs. 600 to 700, somewhere in that ballpark ish. I don't know what it brought us a whole lot. I want to get Charlie Will off the ground. I need to make a day where I could just sit down and just give everybody. What's up, MD No Drew? Welcome back. Where I could just give everybody their troll story characters. But yeah, we're going to expand like that, and then we'll create internal revenue, and then we'll have people training people in trades. I want to eventually get a law passed if possible. I want to pass 2 laws actually. One is for felons, right? I want it to be where we could do real therapists. We have we treat what's called narcotic addiction, where this is actually a phrase that I coined myself. What's up, Mangus? Welcome back. I definitely did. After your recovery, you can organize that. Priority right now is you get better so you can reestablish consistency. Yeah. You ain't lying, mama. I'm here on the Stephen Castle propaganda tour. Yeah. Kaswa, bro, I've come after a long time. Welcome back, Kaswa, bro. Steve Castle is really that emperor. I'm dead. But yeah, we're gonna establish Cass and his full sentences, yeah. Bruh. We'll I say establish. We're going to what we're gonna do is we'll use those as our passive income. And then to fund the business in the 1,000,001 trust fund. 1,000,001 trust fund. And I got friends that are trained. Oh, the laws. There's 2 laws that I want to get passed. Steve Castle will be a champion in 6 weeks. That's what's up. Ain't no way that's you, mama. Get swab, bro. Smile. 2 laws. One is for felons, right? I feel like we could have something I coined called narcotic addiction, where we don't necessarily treat addictions. We could do that also. We don't treat narcotic addictions. We can do that also, but non-narcotic addiction is where people might not necessarily be addicted to a drug or alcohol, but they could be addicted to a feeling. They could be addicted to trauma. A lot of people are addicted to previous traumas, right? That's why a lot of people trauma bond. They go looking for the same unhealthy relationship in the next person, and then it fails. And then they go looking for the same unhealthy relationship in the next person because it feels comfortable, because that's what they're used to. And then that relationship fails for the same reasons also. And then they repeat the cycle as they build up bodies, right? That would be considered a non-narcotic addiction. Some people are addicted to their pain. That's why you can have one rich man try to teach 2 thieves to be rich just like him. Instead of them going and learning how to be rich like him, they rather just rob him for the money, for a temporary amount of money. And then, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of, because they're more addicted to the pain. Some people get attention for their pain, so they don't actually want a solution. This is something that you may have noticed in multiple different people, where you try to give them a solution, and then no matter what you do, they don't want the solution, no matter where they get it from. They just love wallowing in their pain, right? Because they get attention for it. They get to go brag about how they went through this and they went through that and they went through this. And as long as it's a problem, they can always get attention for it. This is a form of attention whoring. These people are addicted to not just the pain, but also attention, right? Non-narcotic addiction is the treatment of these things when people might not necessarily be addicted to a drug. It could be a person, a place, a thing, an emotion, an emotional state. An emotional state. What's up, Fifi? Caught him? Fifi caught him? Your profile pic can't be you. Oh, LOL, yeah, indoor llama. It is. Sorry if I scared you. Nah, what the hell? You are gorgeous. Appreciate you, indoor llama. No drama, llama. But yeah, treatment of non-narcotic addiction. So we use real psychologists and say you were a felon, right? We would have to get a law passed for this, but you go through our BPB therapist course, our non-narcotic addiction course with an actual therapist, but you have to actually heal, right? It ain't just gonna be like we slap a tag on you and then send your crazy ass out to the world with a getaway free card, right? Get out of jail free card. You actually have to work on the thing because it's a real psychologist, so you really gonna have to like make progress emotionally. What's up, Prospect TV? Who's a lucky guy? How do you get rid of him? I'm dead. So it was a non-narcotic addiction. Yeah, non-narcotic addiction. So we treat non-narcotic addiction. You actually have to go through the course, but for felons, I want to get a law passed to where if you pass BPB's non-narcotic addiction course, you can get we certify you with a BPB certificate that says that you have proven you have been properly rehabilitated as a citizen. And then when you go to a job, they can't hold your felony against you. They'd be like, well, we're not hiring you because you're felon. And you pull up your certificate and be like, well, I'm BPB certified, and by law, I can sue you if you hold my record against me, right? I've proven that I'm a upstanding citizen. I have been rehabilitated. This is my BPB certificate. By law, you cannot hold my record against me, right? And then also for non-repeat offenders, I feel like people that are non-repeat offenders, that as long as it's non-violent cases, all of this, of course, is mostly about non-violent stuff. We're not touching none of the weirdo stuff or the crazy shit. But what no one to get rid of, guess no one ain't that lucky. You get my boy, yeah, Prospect. What about you? What's up, Blobs? You the guy from Walking Dead with the tiger? I'm dead. What's up, Blobs? Where are you? Wherever you stay, wherever you are, stay there. I'll come visit you. Haha. Just as much as you got some dope ideas, rehabilitation was never the system's intention. Yeah, that's why we're gonna actually rehabilitate people. The system really seemed like it's shooting itself in the foot because the people that hold it together, they fucking over the people. That's the only reason that they're standing. That don't make sense. So we changed a few laws around. Some of the laws gonna piss a few people off. Change, but it'd be for the better good of everybody. So, and then the other one is, I feel like non-repeat offenders should be treated, as long as it's nothing crazy, like non-violent crimes. Say you got a misdemeanor, but it's non-violent or something. I feel like it shouldn't be held against you again for, if you only done it one time, it shouldn't be held against you as if you're a criminal, right? They treat you like a criminal. You do it one time, you're like, well, it was a mistake. I was young, I was dumb. That was only 5 years ago, 3 years ago. And they like, well, you can't get hired because we don't like this charge, right? Stuff like maybe like possession of marijuana, or like even misdemeanor DUI, right? As long as you're like a one-time offender, I feel like it should be treated like it's not on your record, right? So if we could get it'd be once you get 2 times, and it's like, okay, you clearly haven't, because people can learn from people make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You can make one mistake, and you're like, damn, it's gonna fuck you up for the next 5 to 10 years because you can't pass a background check. Versus, it's like it'd be different if what's up. So getting that passed as a law would most likely not be a thing. But you can have the program and work with companies to hire these people, the ones you can't give a job. You can give job opportunities to. I don't know. Mama OG. I think it could be a thing. They changing a whole lot of laws over here. They talking about it's another thing they talking about taking. What they say about abortion? They was trying to outlaw abortion. They leaning towards it, and then it's some other shit. It's some other things that are in place that there are laws that they're passing that makes me think they probably just waved that shit right through. To be honest with you, because the argument that needs to be made is how it helps the infrastructure of society, right? There's arguments to be made, okay? There are arguments to be made about it. For instance, the people that go to war, you can have more people in war if more people can work the jobs that they're working when they're not here, right? That one is just simple common sense. So it's like, this felon can't work this job because he's a felon, but you need your army man that can work the job at war, right? So he can work this job while y'all go to war. That simple, right? I feel like, man, you logic to men, like the courtrooms and the politics. I feel like you can logic to them and they'll logic back, right? There's something in favor of men when it comes to divorce that they was talking about. I forgot what it was, but the way the direction is going, I feel like we wouldn't even have to fight to get that approved. I'll vote for you, bro. Thank you, Endor. I'm in New Zealand. New Zealand in the building. New Zealand. I'll look into flights. Holy for $1,000. Holy for $1,000. I'm dead. But yeah, I feel like the direction that everything is going in, I feel like it won't even be hard. I feel like it won't even be hard. Like, this is around the perfect time. Now in the next 3 years, like the perfect time to get something like that passed. That and the misdemeanors. And the thing is like the prisons are really rehabilitation centers. So, like, the argument to be made that they might not necessarily be a proper rehabilitation center, and then we have and then we show the examples and results of people who are changing their lives, helping their mindsets, getting them hired high-paying jobs, changing people's lives, their demeanors. You see what I'm saying? It's like, well, we have results right here on paper that what we're doing works. So give us the law. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you got to send the prisoners to us after they get out, we'll clean them up. You know what I'm saying? We need this law, though. We gonna make the street safe, but we need this law because I can't do nothing with somebody that can't get a job in a trade that I just trained him in. So we got to have you know what I'm saying? I feel like they'd do it. Vote for Jay Heat, pay for your trip. I'm dead. Can you wait like 5 years for me to save up? You are literally on the other side of the world. I have an uncle in America that would be my... Yeah. Thanks, Jay. No problem. Do it. Dance Chicken Mania, bro. Dance Chicken Mania, bro. What's up, Hassan? Hassan? But yeah, I don't know. I think we get it done. I feel like it's gonna be a lot easier than I'm making it seem. They already changed a bunch of stuff, like the abortion laws, and they trying to end no fault divorce, and that's what it was. No fault divorce. They trying to make it to where if you disagree with somebody, you just walk away with shit. If you want to get divorced because y'all don't get along no more, you can't get divorced because of that no more. Because really, you can get along with whoever you decide to. It's not about that they're not compatible. It's about that you are immature, to be honest. But yeah, then they trying to end like abortion. It's like I feel like it's a lot of things that they doing in the face of like it's a lot of things that are beneficial to everybody, but that they're doing that are especially beneficial to men, which makes me think, like in America, they've been giving girls all of the laws, right? But now they're starting to lean towards giving men laws, right? So in the future, we probably next like 5 years, we probably get more. You know what I'm saying? So like they starting to look at the numbers, the statistics, like single mothers and stuff, and they're like, well, a lot of people are saying it's making more sense to give the guy, the male, the automatic, what they call it, automatic custody, like how they do the women. And what's up, Tanishk? Most people along here. So like that, and I really think that whether male or female, if your job has to do with specifically involving the infrastructure, involved in holding the infrastructure together, like if you do like cellular towers or like you pave roads, you do construction, if your job is heavily set on servicing people for the infrastructure, what's up, crime mentality? Automatic weapon. Just so everyone knows, this old bastard takes shits in the shower and stomps the poo down the drain. I'm dead. Automatic custody. Bro, what are you on about? Not automatic custody. What is it? It's not called automatic custody. It's something they automatically give the mother. When y'all split, they automatically give the mother custody. I forgot the term for it. But there's talks about them switching that to being the male instead of the female. They put more laws in the air, but I think in the favor of men, and that's what made me think that we're gonna be able to get this law passed with like ease. There's a lot of stuff going on in America. I'm not very political, but I pay attention. I listen to talks here and there. I watch, right? I try to stay out of it because people are like extremists, but I do got laws that I want to pass also. That's not one. That's something that's there that I was saying. It's just an example of like, I do think, because for me, I feel like whether you're male or female, if your job is in the service of servicing other people and it helps keep the infrastructure of America together, is your wisdom teeth infected? Nah, it's just swollen. Probably should pay you back one day. Automatic guns, bro. I only need like 4K. Jay, can you help me meet my future wife? I only need like 4K. Shit, I need 4K myself, brother. I ain't getting paid for this live, bro. I'm still trying to get the monetization. Shit, I appreciate you for coming. Yeah. Okay. What's up, Mobster? Oh, welcome back, Mobster. And bananas with rice is all I need before going to jail. Myself, you gotta borrow the whole amount. Dang. You rich, don't forget me. Of course not. I won't forget you indoor. I gotta I need a little under 1,200 more watch time hours. I get that from everybody coming to my live. The more people I get at my live at one time, the faster we run the watch time hours up. What's up, Tommy? Welcome back. Morning, sir. Good morning. Yeah, there's a few things, man. It's gonna flip. It's gonna piss a lot of people off. There's a few things going on. It's gonna piss a whole lot of people off. But I feel like if you're male or female, I feel like if you're male or female and your job is in the servicing industry, like if you do delivery or like the UPS people, or if you like pave roads or like work on internet, which is keeping people connected, like you a cable technician or like the technicians that work on the towers, IT. I feel like whether you male or female, if your job is in servicing what holds the infrastructure of society together, like basically the reason America is running is because there's people like you. I feel like there should be no law that exists that should be against you, and not in like you can get away with doing illegal stuff, but like there's no reason that when you get divorced, people should be able to take half of your income. There, if you are in the service field, I feel like you should not be paying alimony, whether you're male or female, if you fall under this category. And I do think I don't think that you should be required to pay child support. I think that you should be required to be in your child's life or go to jail, right? Instead of just giving her money that she's not spending on, or that he's not spending on the child. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like you should be required to be a part of your family, right? By law, instead of that. So like if you were to fall under any of these categories where like, because it's basically the government shooting itself in the foot, it's like how you expect me all of the, if I'm whether I'm male or female, if I'm out here working, holding your infrastructure together to get all of these things that I purchased and all the money I got, just for you to say, hey, even though you worked on me, I'm gonna give half of your shit to somebody else. Like, and then it make you not want to, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason people crash out. What's up, Saab? T-Pain, big fan. What's up, bro? What's up, JCC? What's up, Silver Soldier? Chill, that middle finger. Old dusty knees. I'm dead. But yeah, I feel like you should, if your job has anything to do with the infrastructure, things like these should not exist. Like the ways that they treat people like this, like you shouldn't be, whether you're male or the female, you shouldn't be paying alimony, because the stuff that you are working for is holding society together. You didn't work all of these damn years just for society to say fuck you, even though you worked on my infrastructure, take it from you and give it to somebody that don't deserve it, right? So I feel like people that have those type of jobs, like mailmen, should be exempt from alimony, child support. Mailmen, mail women, you see what I'm saying? People that like pave roads, construction workers, people that work on towers, work on the like cellular towers, cable technicians, anything that directly involves keeping the country running is basically, Jay, you think these things thoroughly before suggesting them on here? Jay, you think of these things thoroughly before suggesting them on here? So how the child would live? Yes, I do. I've been thinking about this for years. I think they should be exempt from child support. I think it should be required that they're in their child's life. The child would live because their parent is in their life. The 2/3 of the child support is getting passed around is not getting spent on the child. You see what I'm saying? Just like EBT isn't, just like the EBT, most of the EBT is not getting spent on healthy things for the child, right? So it's like, that's why everybody complaining like, oh, they gonna take all of the sweet drinks and stuff, and we gonna have to buy real food for our children instead of hot dogs and buying your new boyfriend steaks. Like, and then kids eating fucking hot dogs and Vienna sausages. Like, this is, I used to be I've serviced probably about 1 million or 2 million people, all right, over the last like 10 years. I've been in people's homes, in their personal spaces, watching them with their children and their people, how they act. Okay. Something definitely needs to change. All right. Something definitely needs to change. And it's like you see there's a bunch of junk food, bullshit, the kids eating hot dogs, drinking hot dog water and Vienna sausages, and you sitting there cooking steaks with the money that you only have because of the children. You cooking steaks for a nigga that ain't gonna be there longer than 3 months. That's not a real father. Like there's the priorities, brother. I mean the priority system. Something need to change. And then they spend the money that's supposed to be the child support to get their nails and their hair done and impress the nigga that's sitting at the table that's only gonna be there for 3 months. This is bad. It's a bad cycle. This is a bad cycle. It's noticeable enough for everybody to be talking about. Okay. And life doesn't buy food, doesn't buy medication. Kids always getting sick, doesn't pay school fees, bro. Well, public school is free for one here. Medicaid is also given. It's easy to get Medicaid for children, which also pays for all the medical bills. I actually have Medicaid myself. I'm 31. And I have full coverage, right? But yeah, being in their life involves all of those things. If you're not a parent, if you're not taking care of all of those things, it's like default, right? It's like default. Of course, you're paying for them to eat and buying them school clothes and taking them to the doctor. Like that's what a parent is. That's what a parent is. I used to do meth and play with my 18. I was so crazy. That's crazy, man. It's diabolical. And life doesn't buy food, doesn't buy medication. Kids always getting sick, doesn't pay school fees, bro. But yes, they're required to be in their life as a parent. Like the child, regardless of whether they're getting child support or not, the child is still not being raised properly because they're missing their father in their life. So like this is like proven psychologically. Like 80% of, it's like 70 or 80% of people that end up with health issues, anxiety, wanting to commit suicide, doing harm to other people, thieves, people that are incarcerated, end up in trouble with the law, under the poverty line, they all come from single mother households. Single father households and two parent households do the exact opposite numbers, right? Gangsters and thugs, they all come from single father households. People that's willing to break into your shit, ransack your stuff, destroy your what's called, shoot your child down. The vast majority of them come from. That's why I was saying I don't really like to get into politics, but there's talks in the works that I've heard that they're talking about taking custody from the mothers because of these numbers and giving it to the fathers instead because they children do the exact opposite numbers, right? When they're raised, how you grow up is directly associated with how you were raised, how you act in society, right? So it's like if it's not beneficial to society and they're trying to uphold the infrastructure, see, they already talking about different areas about how to uphold the infrastructure of society. That's when I'm like, me getting those two laws passed, it probably won't be that hard to get those passed because it's like, well, these people can work. We've fully rehabilitated them. We've proven that they can work. You need more people in the army. They can work the jobs that the army are working while the army is out being the army. Why would they complain about that, right? I don't see why they would complain about that. We got people and we're making sure that they're fixed and corrected. We trained them so they can work the jobs so you can pull more people away from having to be here to work the jobs and send more people to war, right? It's win-win, or train more people for war to be ready for war. It's a win-win situation, right? It's a part of be a child, part of your child's life. Absolutely, hence custody and shared custody. Oh yeah, that's custody. They default full custody to the mother in America here. I don't know what they do in the Caribbean, but here they defaulted to the mother. And I don't know how true it is, but I heard something in the works of them flipping that reverse because the statistical numbers. Absolute hence custody and shared custody, but child support is mandatory to Also, what about time? I don't even think child support should be a thing, because if you can't support your child, then why did you have them in the first place? That don't make sense. You shouldn't be having children. You can't support them. Also, what about the time it takes to look after their kid? That works too. Yeah, but some parents are abusive to their partners or kids, and you should still have to pay for their living costs. In life, doesn't buy food, doesn't buy medication. Yeah, but some parents are abusive. Parents are abusive to their partners or kids, and you should still have, you should still have to pay for their living costs. Put it this way: there's a lot of ways to fix a lot of this stuff. Custody child support is mandatory too. Got to be case by case, sir. Yeah, of course. People in the infrastructure are complete garbage. Also, what the time it takes to look after their kid, that works too. I tell you what, we got an example. Was that Louisiana? They cut something like that. I think it was Louisiana. They dropped the law. I forgot what it was. There's too many laws now, like child support and alimony, divorce. There's too much shit that is basically like, what's the point of? There's too much stuff now where it's like people are like basically like, it's just like out there like, what's the point of being in a relationship when I could just break up, take half his shit and the kids, and get child support and alimony? There's too much. And then no fault divorce. All I got to do is say I don't like him no more. There's too many initiatives out there. The nuclear family is what raises the infrastructure the best. There's too many initiatives that are out there that is like, what the fuck is the point of staying in it? As soon as you know what I'm saying? What is the point of staying in the nuclear family? There's too many initiatives out there. So they basically removing some of them. They trying to get rid of no fault divorce. So if you just disagree with somebody, you gotta go to therapy. You can't get unmarried because of that. There's no signs like infidelity of physical abuse. And then like somebody dropped, I forgot what they dropped. Somebody dropped it, and it dropped the divorce rates dramatically. They removed some type of initiative. It's one of the states. I got to look it up. They removed it, and it's like it dropped the divorce rates in that state dramatically. Like seriously, it was it's one of these initiatives that I'm talking about. It's like you getting too much. You basically getting rewarded to leave. Like this is literally, I don't know anybody like with half a brain that don't think that that's what this is, right? You leave, you break up your household, destroy your child, you get paid child support for the child gets destroyed because they're being removed from the other parent, right? That causes emotional damage to. That's what causes emotional damage to most children. That causes them to not be able to survive, and so it causes mental health issues like they have struggle with self-worth, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, all the other stuff I named, like incarceration. Hold on. There's too many initiatives. It's like, why stay, right? When you get all of these rewards for leaving, and they start different states. It's just one state. They strip one of them away, and then people stop leaving, right? But like, I think their divorce rate dropped by like 30% or something, and like ridiculous. So imagine if they were to strip the other ones away. People getting rewarded for destroying their families. So if you remove the rewards, families stop getting destroyed, right? So it's like you supposed to be said, and it can be arranged that both parents pay their half of things and take the exchange of money out of the equation, but support is necessary regardless. Yeah, it is. You're supposed to be in your child's life. That does not mean that you should be paying your significant other's bills that you are no longer with. Like that's, if you can't afford to have a house, you should not have a child. Like this is literally basic, you know what I'm saying? This is like basic common sense. If you can't afford to take care of yourself, why are you bringing somebody else into this world that you can't take care of? That is just basic common sense. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Andrew? What's up, Tommy Russell? What up? Salute, bro. I think if you're receiving government assistance, you should lose your right to vote and be required to pass a drug test if you can afford dope. I shouldn't have to pay for your food. What's up, Mars? I'm wearing a hat. Do a rhyme for the chat. What's up, Mars 3000? But yeah, this is the reason I don't have children, because it's like, well, I haven't established myself to fully take care of myself the way I want to take care of myself. So it don't make sense for me to bring another person into this world when I can't even take care of myself. That don't make sense, right? I said, bro, trying to send more people to war. This conversation is costing me brain cells. Why are we trying to prolong war? I'm not trying to prolong war. I'm saying as the trade-off to get the law passed. Okay, when you're in a courtroom, there are certain terms that you have to use in order to get your way, right? So the argument is not that I want more people in war. What's up, Tanish? What's up, Jordan? Welcome back, Andrew. Also, if violent offenders stay locked up. Join the Discord limit. Accidents happen. Also, you can't have abortions legally anymore. LOL. Here you can in America. Indoor. Jay, where you at? What's up, bro? What's up, Jordan? Just chilling. What's up, Seth? Damn, the Michael Jackson movie is making crazy money. Yeah, I believe it, bro. Bro's a goat. Mikey is a goat. What's up, Dominic? Man, you ain't hood. Stop. Good morning. Stop capping. Nobody said I was hood. I definitely grew up in the hood. Who the hell want to be ghetto for the rest of their life? I feel like that's an ignorant person's goal. Oh, what's up, She Creates? Which is a good thing. They ain't trapped in terrible relationships. What happened is women got rights. LOL. It's a good thing they're not trapped in terrible relationships. I'm not talking about stripping their rights. I'm talking about being rewarded for being a bad person. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That ain't cool. Like, it's not. That's why they starting to change shit. And then the more they're changing it, there's less initiative to leave, which is like, you're not supposed to be bouncing on every person that you get a chance to just because you fall out with somebody. Like, that don't make sense. That, not even just rights wise, that's morally, it does not make sense, right? Not even holding it to the code of politics, just of the code of guilty conscience. You know what I'm saying? What is the code of guilty conscience? It's dangerous out here in these streets. Motherfuckers got all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then some people be turning around kissing their kids in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Which, you out here sleeping around, why the hell would you do that? You know? It's just all kind of stuff that there's a whole picture of what it would stop. But yeah, the argument is not to send people to war. It's just as one of the things to convince them to pass the law, right? Regardless, the army is going to exist. Like, I'm literally about to get in the shipyard now. There will be more people that sign up. It's not like they're forcing people to sign up for war. Like, these people are signing up for the military themselves. They got to sign the waiver, and they got to go in, they got to do the training, they do 6 weeks of boot camp. You know what I'm saying? These people are choosing to be there. So it's not like they're like, we forcing them to go into the army or something. I'm saying you want your soldiers to be fully, all they got to worry about is basically when you got somebody cooking and cleaning for you at home. All you got to worry about is going to work. Right? So you don't got to worry about coming home and not having a meal or having the house clean, right? And having to clean the house and cook. Basically the same thing. It's like, you don't have to worry about your soldiers doing anything but focusing on their job, and we'll take the people that can do the jobs that are taken away from their time, away from them. We'll have them do the job, and then y'all can focus on being in the army. That's simple, right? we'll focus on keeping the infrastructure of the country ready so they ain't got to bounce back and forth between doing both of those things. This is literally something they already do. This is what the shipyard is, right? They hire other people, normal people out to fix their boats so they don't have to fix them themselves. So they're already doing this on a massive scale, actually. I'm actually supposed to be getting back in the shipyard myself. Toronto bandit, Muhammad is dead. Pedophile, Jesus Christ. What's up, Toronto? Lamed, that it's clear that this is personal last ideology of his heavy projection without all things considered, especially the things that are unfortunate reality for us. Yeah, nah. You tripping. But maybe that's an American thing because there's a mediator before heading to court and evidence has to be presented. If it's for no reason, alimony isn't granted. Was 13 weeks when I went. Oh shit, you missed it. What's up, Quark? You said I missed it? Yeah, this definitely not personalized. What's up, Wiener? Welcome back. I scam unemployment and smoke weed all day. Got 6 shit's great text courtesy. Yeah. That's crazy. Wait some more, Quark. There's some gay boy, a channel before yours. You should scroll and get it there, man. What's up, Bebop? Bebop, High Wishbone. Oh shit, you know there. What's up, Bebop? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely not personalized. There are numbers. I'm not a very opinionated person, so I'm the last person to judge like that. So, like, I got evidence for everything that I'm saying. Like, these are statistics, psychology. You can Google this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Opinions don't really mean nothing if they're not backed by evidence. So I've never been an opinionated person. There are certain things that need changes. Numbers are shifting because they're changing those things. That's basically what I'm saying. And they're saying what's destroying society is the children are not being raised right. The reason the children are not being raised right is because the parents are not staying in the household. The number one thing that makes the child be raised right so they could be an upstanding citizen in society. Like, these are all numbers, right? People lie, numbers don't. The nuclear family, this is how God made us to be. So of course it's going to be the best thing for us to develop, not only as a society, but as we're raising children. So there are a lot of initiatives that are given, at least in America. I don't know if y'all get those, that make people be like, well, fuck a nuclear relationship, right? All the girls giving coochie away, so you ain't got why purchase the whole cow when you can get the milk for free. So niggas run around sleeping with everybody. You got marriages, divorces. People go, I don't like each other, so we get divorced. Okay, they're trying to end no fault divorce, right? Because people are breaking up families. At the end of the day, it ain't really about your happiness once you have a child in the fray. You become backseat to the child. Now it's about raising your replacement, right? And they got rid of, I can't remember what it is. It's one of the states, they outlawed it. It was something that women was using to get away with, and divorce rates dropped by like 30%. And it's like, it's because you're getting an initiative. Like, this is a thing. This is not personalized. Everyone is talking about this shit online. Almost every male, Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? You got a whole entire podcast about this type of stuff, right? So it's not like it's a personalized nothing. I'm not the only one to notice it, right? Even guys that are in the political positions of power are noticing this. You see what I'm saying? So it's what's up, Unicorn Diva? Voss happening. Oh, marriage. What's up, No Gravity Gang? What's up, though? What's up, bro? What is it? I'm married to a lion. She only roars when I'm tired. He argues the exact same thing. Says you sound like Ben Shapiro. He argues the exact same thing. Well, I don't really know who Ben Shapiro is, but it's all numbers. So you're gonna hear a lot of people saying the same thing because it's all a numbers game. Like, this is all, there are statistics exists because a certain amount of people act a certain kind of way, right? And then as it scales, the percentage goes up or it goes down, right? So when you argue in numbers, it ain't really nothing to argue. You know, it's like 80% of children that end up being any problem to society come from single mother households, hands down. That's not something to be like the sexist or nothing. It's not something that's like, oh, we're trying to attack women. They've done a study. They've even went through inmates, and the inmates have told them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that is just a hands down thing, right? There really is nothing to argue about that. That's what the numbers say, right? It's the 2-parent households do ultimately the best, but single father households also do better, way better, almost equal numbers to how the children are raised. It even affects their poverty, whether they end up under poverty when they're adults. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by a single mother. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm being biased. It's like I'm talking about me also, right? So, and you are yapping, bro. You're gonna be iron like Lion and Zion. But yeah, they're numbers. And I mean, it don't really matter. Regardless, I'm gonna get shit changed. Regardless. Yeah. So stuff is gonna change. They already changed the stuff. And there's something. Let me see if I can find it. Regardless, I move. I'm gonna do what I got to do. I've always been that way. Emotional independence. That's what it is. What's up, Joseph? LOL, don't cut off your dreads. Keep your culture. LOL. Yeah. I don't know what culture you talking about, brother. The one I stand for is the Lord. I still don't know what you are going to do even after all that talking. Yeah. So pretty much, I guess yeah, half not paying attention. There's a bunch of stuff that's going on. I'm saying they're already doing stuff about it. I don't really have to do anything for most of the part. I would just talk about the things that are going on that are surrounding the laws that they're changing. I'll probably be able to get my laws changed, the laws that I want changed, regardless. So, like, it's already leaning towards that. So the laws that I want to pass, it's probably not going to be that hard for BPB to get them passed. Pretty much all I was saying. There's other stuff. There's numbers. There's a reason they're changing shit. Like, the stuff that I'm saying is true. That's why they're changing the laws that they're changing, right? So, like, this is like an inevitable factor. It ain't really nothing to debate about. This is why I don't do politics, because it's like, when you can believe what you want to, but the numbers don't lie. People do, right? You can have your bias about what you feel about something. What you feel about something, how you want to. That don't change reality. Reality is they're like, these are the numbers, therefore we changing these things. They change the things, and in reality, the numbers change, right? So they're like, well, we know there are initiatives for this, so we're going to remove this. There's an issue, I don't know about in the rest of the world with divorce, but there is an issue with you having an initiative in divorce where people are they're able to just walk away for free because they don't like each other and get taken advantage of. So our lawmakers are like, okay, let's get rid of no-fault divorce. So people can't freely walk away from each other, destroy the child's life. It affects the numbers of who end up in prison and who don't. It affects them. Breaking up the child affects them negatively, puts them to be predisposed to end up incarcerated, mental health issues, all kind of shit. So we helping the children by ending no-fault divorce, right? By ending no-fault divorce. By ending no-fault divorce. These are just things that are like happening. It's not really nothing to argue about. They're changing the laws, like, and the numbers are shifting in a better light from the laws that they're changing. So There ain't really nothing to argue about. It ain't really my opinion. I'm just saying what's happening, right? Everybody got a right to their own opinion. I'm not a very opinionated person. I just watched the other day, they're saying that they're trying to get rid of no-fault divorce, and they're all leaning towards it. And then the same thing with abortion. They all leaning towards it. They want to get rid of abortion. Yeah. It's a pro said cancel child support, send people to war, cancel women for wanting to leave narcissistic abusive man because now they gotta take a back seat because kid show is healthier. What? You just completely twisted everything that I said. That narcissistic word is a parrot word. You completely twisted everything that I said out of context. That is not what I said. I said people whose jobs specifically serve the infrastructure, they should not have certain type of laws that harm them. Right? This is the problem now. This is the whole problem now. I said people that specifically it's the country shooting itself in the foot by destroying the people that are holding its infrastructure up. So people that are like male women, I said for both sexes, not just one sex. The way you talking about this is like I'm making it sexist or something, like it's against women or something. I said for both sexes, whether male or female, if your job involves holding the infrastructure up, things like alimony and child support should not affect you. So it's like, you should be required to be in your child's life instead, because it's like you lose the parent, the money's not getting spent on the child because we know they're not spending it on the child. We know this, right? We see them all day, every day. They're not spending the money on the child. Who don't know this at this point? And so even though the child support is a thing, it's not really supporting the child because the parent is not spending it on the child. So the child is not actually getting it. And so there would be no harm to doing away with it because it's not being spent on the child in the first place. Right? I was saying that people whose lives, whether male or female, because there are women that pay child support also. I'm saying that people that whose jobs specifically uphold the infrastructure, there shouldn't be stuff like this. It's like, why are you sending the person that is keeping your company running to prison? That don't make sense. That's keeping your country running to prison. Don't make sense. You still in the fucking 70s? Oh, and 2 laws he's getting passed. All right, got it. But what was I saying? Yeah, it don't make sense. It don't really matter how you wash it. It don't make sense. It's like picking up a gun and shooting yourself in the foot before you take a step. Like it don't make sense. And people are complaining about it. I don't know what's going on in your country, but people are complaining about it here, right? It is definitely a thing that is going on. It's all kind of stuff. I don't really care what nobody think, to be honest. But this is why I don't talk about politics, because not everybody going to agree with me, right? And this is always this extremist thing. There's always this extremist thing. It's always this extremist thing. But yeah, there's definitely more harm being done than help being done, because there are people that never pay child support and they're just in and out of prison, right? So it's like, and then regardless, the child is losing the parent, which is the number one thing that they need in their life in the first place, is their parent there. And then, like, if you don't pay it, or she don't pay it, then after a certain point in time, they lock them up, right? It would be more beneficial to the society for the dad to be required, or the mother to be required to be in the child's life legally or go to prison than here, just take the money and I get to run off and do what I want to, or you get to run off and do what you want to with the money. Like, there's definitely better ways to handle that. And then the argument was not send more people to war. That's not what I was saying. You completely misinterpreted what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the argument to get the law passed, you have to make sense to the government when you're in court if you want to get a law passed, right? When you're in court and you're dealing with the House of Delegates and the House of Senate, you have to have an argument for them. It's like, okay, this makes sense. And if they're worried about, right now, they're worried about fixing the infrastructure of society. Part of what the government sees as the infrastructure of society is the army. But the problem with this is that they have to take people that are in the army and put them in jobs that aren't necessary. That takes them away from being a part of the army. They're already in the army. So it's like they're already in the military. These people are not signing up. They're not being forced to sign up. They're signing up themselves. I know actually a couple people that just joined the military. They was like, yeah, I'm going to spend 20 years in here. Be good. Sounds like you fell for the rage bait online, Jay. Bro is definitely a Drake fan. Probably thinks he won the beef too. Not all parents should be parents, so cancel the subscription immediately. Sounds like. So anyways, you got to make an argument. And one of the, which was not even the best argument about everything that I was saying, is one of the things is that they don't have to take, the military can just focus on being the military. The military is already the military. They're going to be here. They was here yesterday. They're going to be here tomorrow. Long till after we pass. The people that are in there, they're already in there. I'm saying the people that are in there, they don't have to take them from their duty to do other things that we can do for the infrastructure. The crazy thing is there ain't even nothing to argue about that because they already do that. I literally have worked in like 8 different shipyards and 8 different bases. They're already doing what I'm saying. They're already doing what I'm saying. I said we can provide more people by giving people that are just first-time offenders a chance to get non-violent or non-crazy or non-moral, they haven't committed moral crimes, stuff like that, weird stuff, right? Felons, which actually they 5 to 10 years. After 5 to 10 years, it's like you're not a felon anyways. You just can't vote, right? Or have a gun. Like you still can get the same job. I'm just trying to shorten that time, but not for crazy criminals. Like first-time offenders. First-time offenders, I say probably like, I don't know. I didn't think of a amount of years. Maybe after 3 years, first-time offenders, you could be treated like you can get a job like you never had to charge as long as it's non-violent, it's not a moral crime. Or involving harming someone, right? And that I was saying that way they'll be able to add more people to do work, right? For the infrastructure, and then the army can just focus on being an army while the people fix the other stuff that the army be trying to fix. And we can have more people fixing that stuff. The army is the army. Just not, I'm not saying sending more people to the war. I'm not saying more people need to sign up for the army. I'm saying the army, if it's 1 million people, if there's 1 million people in the army, there's 1 million people in the army, there's still going to be 1 million people in the army when we take them away from having to do jobs that civilians can do. More civilians can do the job that they have to take time away from their training to do. If we can put these civilians that they normally wouldn't, but we have rehabilitated and have proven that they're rehabilitated in those jobs, they can focus on being that same 1 million people. I didn't say add to, I didn't say send more people to war. They do their drills every day. I've worked in the shipyard. They do their drills every day. They already do what I'm talking about, just not on a massive scale that I'm talking about. And they do it on a massive scale. Actually, that's what a shipyard is. Like, it's literally regular people fixing on the military's boats. So the military doesn't have to fix it. They're already doing this. I'm just saying, if we can add more people to this scene, we can get the job done faster, and y'all can focus even more on being the same 1 million, 2 million, 3 million people that y'all are. Y'all gonna do, y'all they do their drills every single day, day in, day out, regardless of whether the work is getting done or not. They still gonna be that same 1 million people. They're still gonna be that same 1 million people. Like this is, they're still gonna be the same 1 million people that they are. It's a thing. Like, well, there's more than 1 million of them, but that's just an example. Like, I'm not saying to send people to war or more people to war. I'm saying let the soldiers focus on being the soldiers. We take the civilians, like they're already doing with the shipyards. We just, if we get the laws passed to allow people that have been rehabilitated in a shorter time frame instead of 5 to 7 to 10 years to do the same work, we can get more people in doing the same work, get it done faster, execute it faster, and they could just focus on being like they already do. We already have shipyards. This is something that is already a thing. I'm not talking about something that's like a fairy tale. This is already a thing. We have shipyards where literally regular civilians work on the military boats, so the military doesn't have to. Like, this is already a thing. So there, you know what I'm saying? Like, there really ain't nothing to argue about. We have shipyards. This is a thing already. What I'm talking about, I'm just talking about taking it to a larger scale. That's it. They're already doing it, right? They already doing it. Can you get in trouble for that? I got you, mama. Anyways, heading for smokes. What are you talking about, getting in trouble for what? They already do it. This is like a thing. We not the only people that do that. There are other countries do that also. You know? This is like a whole thing. What's up, Green Thumb Garden? I ain't smoked in a minute, bro. But it's like all this stuff is already a thing. It's already a thing. I'm not really arguing nothing. I'm not really arguing. The shit is going to change regardless. I'm not even the person in power to make the change. Like, they're already making the change, right? I'm just suggesting other things that could possibly expand further, right? But I'm just suggesting on top of what already exists. Like, these are, what's up, Kiswa, bro? Hi, I come back. Welcome back, Harry. These are things that already exist. Like, it's already a thing. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really get to argue about it. It's already a thing that exists. Pick up a application and work at any shipyard anywhere. It's the same thing. I'm just saying how they could scale more, they could get more workers, and they could get their ships repaired faster, less time, and they could be back on their training mission a lot faster, right? There's more people working and the job gets done faster. You know, more hands on deck. Pictoris, what's up? Watch that, boy, I'm dead. Can you get in trouble for riding a dick with no license? I'm dead. So are you still in the same place? Yeah, chilling. Chilling. But yeah, there ain't really nothing to argue. God bless you also, Pictoris. Appreciate you for coming. I'm actually glad I got to express that. It let me see a lot of things. But anyways, there's all kind of laws I'm trying to get passed. They're not necessarily going to benefit everybody, or they'll piss some people off, but it's definitely going to piss somebody off. But it don't really matter if they're pissed off or not. They're not God, and they don't decide They're not the ultimate decision on how society should work, so, or how human beings should work. So people just gonna be pissed. There's laws that's passed all the time to piss people off. So you say your opinion on the YouTube live, but then say I'm not here to debate anyone. Stand on what you are saying, bro. Back up your arguments and have a discussion. Otherwise, what's the point in the live? I didn't start off my conversation trying to debate anyone. I was literally just speaking my not even necessarily opinion, because all of this stuff is being passed. It's already being passed. Like, there's laws already being passed. We got in our state, in the states, there are already laws in favor of what I'm talking about being passed. There's nothing to debate about. Like, this is something that is eventually will come to fruition. They already starting it. Like, the no abortion laws, they're trying to get rid of abortion. They're trying to get rid of no fault divorce. Like, these are things that probably will happen within the next like 5 years, right? They're already talking about it. Everybody's leaning towards doing it. The stuff that I was talking about is it was not for me debating. I'm not debating with anybody. This is why I don't talk about politics. I'm literally just speaking my mind, right? There's nothing to debate about because you can't defend your argument. That's the truth. No, because the things are coming to be. Like, there's nothing to defend. Like, it's like y'all not understanding what I'm saying. There's nothing to defend. So, like, for instance, when I was talking about the shipyard, when I was talking about the army being an army, I wasn't talking about there being more than 1 million people. Like, the army could be 1 million people. I'm saying we can stop the army from having to take part of their 1 million people and work on stuff that regular civilians could work if we could add more civilians into the workplace, right? That is definitely not up for debate because they already do that. It's called a shipyard. So regular civilians work on the military boats, so the military doesn't have to work on them. Like, that is not an argument. You pick up an application anywhere, go to any shipyard, you will see that, right? I'm saying just to make it more available to more people so we can add more people so they can get the job done faster, right? What's up, Scorpion King? That's Cap. Is there nothing to defend? You won't have said anything. No, I'm defending the fact that y'all are misinterpreting me is what I'm defending. I'm not actually defending the statement of what I'm saying. I'm defending that you are misinterpreting what I'm saying. There's nothing to defend because shipyards exist. They're a thing, right? Military bases. There are people that have the ability regular civilians that have the ability to go on military bases, as well as shipyards. I've worked at about 8 myself, right? I've seen this all over. This is already a thing. I'm not defending that, oh, we should add. There are already regular civilians doing this. They're taking the job out of the military's hands. They run their drills while we fix their boat. This is already a thing, right? They morning drills, evening drills, afternoon drills. Whenever they do their drills, right? They already do that. We already do this, right? So and then it's crazy because they've already done what I'm talking about. So like they stopped caring about you having a DUI. So like they're already in the motion of doing what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing to argue here or debate. Like, I'm literally watching this happen in real life, right? So you just admitted you made a statement. I'm literally watching this happen in real life while y'all sitting here misinterpreting me. Like, I'm literally about to go back into the shipyard in like a week, right? So I'm literally watching this happen. And I just talked to a dude the other day. He said they don't care about felons. They went lenient on felons and they went lenient on DUIs. So it's like you got a felony, doesn't matter. Right, you got DUI, doesn't matter. Like, they're literally doing this. So I'm like, it's crazy how y'all like, you're wrong, and I'm like, I'm literally watching this in my real life. Like, how can I be wrong when it's literally, I've been about 10 different agencies and they all said the same thing. They lean in on felons, they lean in on DUIs, right? So they became more lenient on them. Like, this is already a thing. And then the civilians, I was saying they should do this on a bigger scale so they could have the civilians take over the jobs at the military, because when we're not in the shipyard working, the military is working on it, right? But if they were to be more lenient on these things, then they would have more civilians in there that could do the work. They could do the work faster, and all the military would have to do is being on, whether they're 1 million, 2 million people. I'm not talking about sending nobody to war. I'm saying the military, they already do their drills. Instead of having to take away from time to do their drills, we add the civilians, right, to do the job for them. But like, again, this is not an argument or something to debate. I have literally worked in like 8 different shipyards. They already do this. This is what a shipyard is, right? The regular civilians work on the military boats while they do their drills, right? So if they were to be more lenient, you could add more civilians to fix their boat faster. That ain't even really an argument, because they already said they're starting to be more lenient. They stopped caring about felons recently, and they stopped caring about DUIs, right? I've been about 10 different factions that hire people through them, and they said, yeah, you got a felony, we don't give a shit no more. You got DUI, we don't care no more. You can still get access, you can still get hired, right? This is something that's already going on. So I'm like, you sitting here telling me I'm wrong, but I'm literally watching it happen in real life. This doesn't make sense. That's what I'm like, I'm not debating, I'm not arguing. There's really nothing to argue about. I'm literally watching it play out, right? And then even those other laws, right? I'm just saying, all I'm saying is that they should do it on a larger scale, right? Like as a known thing, because a lot of people don't know this, right? So you got felons, they trying to get regular jobs. They don't know they can hop in the shipyard, right? They're getting these little paying basically nothing jobs, trying to struggle with it, but when they can hop in the shipyard and get something like welding, right? They can hop in the shipyard, move up the ladder, and get like $40 an hour, $50 an hour, extremely fast. Actually, it's actually pretty easy to move up in the shipyard, but they're already doing it. And like the civilians, they're already doing it, so there really ain't nothing to argue. I'm just saying, that's why I'm like, the law, for me to pass that law, it's probably gonna be a no-brainer for me to get the law passed, get a bunch of people to sign a petition. They're already doing it. Who doesn't want to have like, I don't know anybody in the world that's like, I broke the law, I want it to hold me back for the next 10 years, so I got to struggle in life with a low-paying job because of my charges for the next 10 years. Like, that's common sense. Who the hell is going to say that, right? So I'm like who, you know what I'm saying? I don't know anybody that thinks like that. J.R.D., do you smoke cigarettes? Yeah. What's up, Celadon? What are you talking about? You're just repeating yourself over and over again. Move on. Yeah. All I'm talking about is the shipyard. These things already exist. They're already in place. The shipyard is more lenient on felons. It's more lenient on people who have DUI convictions, right? They literally said recently they stopped caring. You can still get on base. You can still get in the shipyard. You still get hired, right? So you can still get a high-paying job. That's already a thing. Civilians working so that the military can focus on being military is also already a thing. It's called a shipyard. Like, they're everywhere. What's up, Pete? They got my ass for running real shit so hard to find a job. Yeah. Mr. J. What's up, Pete? Welcome back. Kid D, yo, J. Here we go again. This already thing. Leave Jay alone. He's spitting facts. Yes, I am. There really is nothing, like, thank you, Pete. There's nothing to argue about. Like, these are literally places that exist. This is literally things that are going on. There's no opinion. It ain't about me and you going back and forth. Really don't matter what you got to say. They exist. Like, this is how reality works. That's how reality works. I'm in a car that drives because it's a car. Like, well, I don't like the thing that's around and how you say the law. Like, that's not how it works. Right. It works because the engine is powered by gasoline, spark, air, right? You got the valves, you get compression, you get timing. Like, this is already a thing. Basically, the shipyard is, I'm literally just describing the car in the way that you don't like it to be described. Like, It's still a car, right? It's shipyard. It's shipyard. Shipyard is literally what I'm saying. The obvious term for what I'm saying would be the shipyard, right? That's what the shipyard does. The military gets to focus on being the military, which is all I was saying. While the civilians take away the job that the military. So the military, when we're not working on the boats in the shipyards, they work on the boats themselves, right? They dock in the shipyard. So civilians, I've been about 8 shipyards. I've been about 5 shipyards and 3 bases, right? I worked on about 5 shipyards and 3 bases. They dock with us, so they don't have to do the work. The people that the shipyard is made up of are regular civilians, people of all different walks of life with all different type of criminal backgrounds. They just said that they're being more lenient on felons and they're being more lenient on people who have DUI convictions, which is literally just what I was saying. I said there should be a law passed where if you're a felon, I said rehabilitate you, but they skip beyond that. They just like, fuck it, you a felon, nigga, bring your ass, right? Excuse my tongue. And it was like, you got DUI conviction? We don't care. I went to like 10 different companies because I got friends that got all kind of charges, and I've had all kind of charges myself. It's pretty good, Pete. Like, there's nothing that, like, there are literally entire government establishments surrounding what I'm talking about, like, that exists specifically to do what I'm saying. So it's like the civilians, the military, they dock at the shipyard to keep, so they don't have to work on the boat, and then the shipyard is made up of civilians that works on the boat to take the weight of the military having to do, which is what I was saying. They take, the military gets to focus on being the military while the civilians work on the boat. This is literally what I was saying. The simple term is shipyard. The military gets to be the military while the civilians work on the boat. And the whole entire time that civilians are working on the boat, they're doing military drills the entire time, right? So 6 months, every day, day in, day out, drill, every day, all day, right? Like, this is literally all I'm saying, but they're already doing it. So it's like, they're already doing it. So it's like, they're already doing it. What's up, the Gulf of America? He's a passenger princess as usual. I've seen one before. Everyone who says they have seen one is just paid off. You knew, unless you got money, other one. Their mustache is very mischievous. They make you feel like a straight murderer. DUI in Arizona is badly beaten. They make you feel like a straight murderer in Arizona. This is funny, you're right. I feel bad for any future partners you have. It doesn't matter what we have to say because it means you have to challenge your thoughts and too much work for your brain. That is not a good argument at all. Ships don't even exist, bro. What you? I've never seen one before. Everyone who says they have seen one is just paid off. He's a passenger person. Ships don't exist. Nothing exists. Jay, could you summarize what you're talking about, bro? I'm trying to follow, but I think I came in too late. Pete, I'm just saying, so basically Mama OG and Llama misinterpreted what I was saying. And I was talking about passing a couple laws to get like felons, to help felons, right? Because I want to start this establishment, which I will start. This will be a thing in the future. There ain't nothing I set my heart on that I never achieved. I've always been that person. That's why I got 31 trades now. I was saying that to help people that are like first time offenders, because people with records, people like to just throw them away, right? Like, it's not an important thing and try to make fun of them, all type of shit. There's care for everyone in the world, and I do care. So, I've dealt with this before, a million times. Still change people's lives. Because it really ain't about what people feel. It's about what gets done. Action is the only thing that matters in reality. Pretty much, I was saying that to pass a couple laws, Pete, for like to help felons get better jobs, basically. Felons and people who are like first time offenders, pretty much. And thank you, Pete. And I was saying we had non-narcotic addiction treatment, right? I don't really want to get into all of that. I'm just going to get into the part where I was talking about the laws. So I was saying the laws basically like this. The shipyard is already a thing. So the law, I was saying that if we could get, basically what I'm actually saying, just ignore like the comments. What I'm actually saying is that the military, they have to work on their own boats, right? I was saying that they should be more lenient on felons and like people with first time offenders for multiple jobs, not just the shipyard, but I feel like a law should be passed for that because it would help the infrastructure of the society. If we could get more people, the military has to take away from them have to take time. Addiction treatment should be treated with a living facility where hard work and eating correctly is mandatory. Yeah. Basically the law is that I was saying that we should get passed. There's a couple of them. I was saying that if you work a job that's part of the infrastructure of society, then society shouldn't be shooting itself in the foot, right? So I was saying, if you're a male, because females pay child support also, right? Everybody knows that it's not actually going to the children. They're getting their nails done, niggas getting their hair cut, buying Jordans and shit with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really going to the child. So I was saying about like child support and alimony, like not for everyone, specifically for people with certain type of job titles that specifically directly influence the infrastructure of society that upholds it, right? Like male men, male women, right? The people that work on like cellular towers, that lay railroads, repair railroads, run railroad tracks, that pave the streets, people that that put the pipes in. I think that there shouldn't be any laws that are directly affecting there shouldn't be any laws that exist that directly affect their livelihood, that can affect their ability to perform when it comes to them working to help keep the infrastructure of the country alive. Like, it's like, okay, I'm trying to go out to work to keep the country afloat. I'm using my money and all of this stuff, my resources and my mental health to help keep the infrastructure going. Meanwhile, the very infrastructure that I'm trying to keep going is causing my work ethic to go down because I'm depressed because it's whooping my ass. So because me or my wife was childish, we got a divorce, now she's getting alimony, right? Child support, stuff like different things. And I know she's not spending it on what's called, she's spending the money on her new boyfriend. Who don't know that, right? Or to go out and sleep around, right? The child's hair is not done. He run around doodly Pampers. We see it a million times. Boogers all in the face, boogers all in the nose. Sucks to suck, bro. Also, I'm not older than 26. Good one. If you're older than 26, Pete, I don't know what happened to the development of your brain. Something went wrong. Child support is so pushed because the state gets money for bum ass baby mamas. Yeah, they get the tax. Yeah, there's a million things to this in the politics that run that I don't even want to talk about. It really don't make sense for it to exist. I don't want to talk about. We ain't gonna talk about all of that. It makes more sense for them to legally lock you up if you're not in your child's life, and then the father be there taking care of the child, buying Pampers, all of these things. Maybe not in the household. You get part custody, I get part custody. I shouldn't have to pay you anything, right? It should be mandatory 50-50 custody, to be honest. And both person, if they're not taking care of the child, both people, they face legal. Both people, if they're not taking care of the child equally, paying for whatever Medicaid or their expenses, schooling, all this other stuff, they're not doing that equally, then they should be held accountable. It shouldn't just be one person just automatic. One person, how it is in America, one person automatically gets full custody, usually the woman, and then she automatically gets the, in America, you can actually file for child support on somebody that you never met, and the nigga is legally required to pay it or go to prison if he does not prove that he's the father, that he's not the father. It is his obligation legally to prove that he's not the father of this random ass woman that just filed child support on him. Like, it's completely, the shit just needs to be wiped completely. It's absolutely insane, right? It's just absolutely insane. Jay, you just like me for real. Thank you. I think the premise of what Jay is saying is that he sees so much corruption in society that it's hard to stay quiet about. Basically, pretty much. There are benefits to certain things, but most of the benefits, there are more drawbacks to them. Like there are benefits in certain situations, but there are less in the situations where the benefits are good benefits. The vast majority of the situations, the people it's really just corruption. It's like people are abusing it. It's not being used for what it's supposed to be. That's why everybody now in America, they're talking about removing you from being able to use EBT to buy brand name food, sweets, drinks, cookies, all that shit. You're only gonna be able to buy regular food like meat and vegetables and things that are healthy, right? It's like you would think that's what you would be using them for in the first place, right? Apparently not. So everybody like complaining online about shit. No mediate. Once you leave your left mind up, okay, Jay. If you are, I don't know about when you're married, but it don't even matter if there's a mediation. In America, the number one person that's going to get the child is the mother. Off dick. The judge is automatically, whether she is poor or rich, they're automatically going to, like 99% of the time, the child is going with the mother. So it don't really matter if there's a mediation or not. As soon as the judge get in there are niggas that have paid $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 just to try to get custody of their child in America. Y'all obviously y'all don't understand what's going on in America, okay? Which is understandable. You're from a different country. I don't understand what's going on in your country either. But this is like a whole thing. Like, it's not smooth brain. I'm gonna borrow that and hit some folks with it. That's my move. That is the most smooth brain shit I have heard. Or finally got around to you, Lama. I've been saying that shit online. Smooth brain on line for years, last 20 years. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, it don't really matter if there's a mediation. Like, if you actually understand what's going on in America, guys always get fucked for their children. Like, there's a thing, right? It'd be a whole mess. I know about 10 different guys right now getting took for child support, right? And it's crazy because they're actually active fathers in their child's life. They do more for their child than the mother does. And even when they go to court, they dismiss the case. I'm doing more for the child than they are. The kids at my house more than they're at her house. I'm paying for their shoes. I'm taking them to school. She's still getting paid child support. Why the fuck she still getting paid child support when I got them 6 days out the week and she only got the 1 day out the week? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is a thing. I don't know what's going on where y'all from, but here is definitely a thing. And which is why that's why they shift the shit around. So, like, there really ain't nothing to argue about. We're not from the same country. Our laws are different. Here is shit. It's fucking garbage. And Now this affects the aftermath of breakup. Now this is the effects and aftermath of the breakup. Bro, go talk to your mom about this. Sure, she'll sort. Bro hasn't even met a woman before other than his mom. Jay, watch how they attack you versus trying to listen and research. Caveman brain do that. Oh, I know. I said it's funny that you said that, Pete, because I said I'm glad I got to express this because it tells me a lot. Right? I always watch people. That's my thing, psychology. Based on what evidence? What stat is this? This is some dreams are bigger than people understand. No matter, that's why I teach my nieces and my nephews is like, you gonna have a big dream. Don't listen to what nobody say. Okay, you gonna run into people that try to thwart your big dream and talk shit about you. All of this, like I've dealt with this before, and then I've went and achieved. Like this is the game that I play. I love this, right? Underdog has always been my thing. Yeah, what's up, Con Campbell? It's always been my thing. I love when people doubt me because I just go and show you the exact fucking opposite. I'm like, it's impossible. No, it's not. And I'm about to show you how easy it is. I always been like that, Pete. I teach my nieces and nephews to do that. You got to conquer your fears. Got to conquer your fears. You can't let your fears conquer you. That is a thing. You will get nowhere in life if you get defeated by every single last opinion that people think. Or people say you can't achieve. People thought Martin Luther King was crazy until he got laws passed. You know what I'm saying? People thought there's people in Tupac life before he got famous that thought he would never be the GOAT. There's people that was talking about Drake never being that before he got there, right? There's people that Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson had people like that in his life. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, this is the old run-of-the-mill, people think they bigger than reality thing. I ain't really tripping. What's up, John? The reality is it don't really matter what you think. Is that the second law of thermodynamics? Is it cause and effect? Is that the second law of thermodynamics? In order to get energy out, you have to put energy in. Unfortunately, a pen is not energy. So you get nothing out of it. But taking action, that's you putting energy in and you getting energy out. In order to have an effect, you have to have a cause. Talking about it is nothing. Doing about it is the energy that is the cause that creates the effect. Right? That's the energy that you put in. So me, I'm more of a person that takes action than speaks. That's why a lot of times I just be quiet. I don't talk about none of this because I know ain't nobody most people not going to understand me what I'm saying. So I just take action. A few things. I remember I had this one friend way back when I was like 23. He was like, you would never be nothing, such and such and such. He was like, I don't believe you. You'll never make no. I was like, bro, I'm on my way. I'm on my way to try to achieve to get $100,000 a year. He couldn't see the big picture, right? He was like, you will never make that. Such and such and such and such. I'm like, from a regular job. I'm like, nigga, watch me. About, I want to say like a year later, when he got 4 certifications from Cox Cable. Cox Cable at base level as a contractor, you make $100,000 a year or more. He saw all the results of my life building up. I went from living at my mom's house. He still ain't believe I had got an apartment. That shit was big too. Now I got a car. He still ain't believe it. He was like, he just couldn't fucking see it. And I'm like, the results are developing around you. You know what I'm saying? Like I got like 2 trailers now, 2 RVs, a house. I had like, I got 1 car and 2 cars and 3 cars. At one point in time, I had 8 cars. I gave 3 of my cars away. Sold 2 of them. You said I had 1 car today. It was a tow on a pickup truck. Oh, you doing towing, John Joe? To put Drake and MLK in the same sentence is low-key insane. No, it's not. They're both celebrities. They're both celebrities that's known for being known by the world. You put everybody in that category, from Ross, from Michael Jackson, Drake, MLK, Rosa Parks. This is something that everybody know about. But People that everybody know about. They're all people that everyone knows about. They're all household names. So you put household name in the category of a household name. That's simple. I didn't say that they're in the same category of how they changed the world, but definitely keep us posted on 2 laws you passed, bro. And for if a man have custody and still paying child support, then y'all gotta get that fixed because that's illegal here. It's fraud here. Yeah, it's the government don't fucking care here. Everything is woman, 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 woman. Like this, they don't care. That's what I'm saying. Like this is going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad here. I don't know about where y'all at, but here it is fucking terrible. And niggas is like enraged online debating. I ain't part of that shit, but I'm not the only person talking about this, right? They got people in politics that are in political positions talking about this now, right? They're basically everybody saying there's too much initiative for people to break up their family. That's why the nuclear family is going down. And it's destroying the infrastructure of society because the children are not getting raised properly. Because the number one way to raise children, what's up, Reap Vars? The number one way to raise children is with 2 parents in the household. But if you give one or the other parent the initiative, you basically reward them for leaving. Of course, it's not a surprise that they leave. In America, the women get rewarded way more than the men do. So they get to run off with the child. They automatically get custody because they're the mother. Even if they go to court, they automatically going to rule. Like 99% of the time, the mom is walking away with the children, which means at any point in time, she can file for child support. If y'all were married, y'all get divorced, she's getting alimony, right? She most likely getting alimony. If you had a house, she's most likely taking your damn house, right? I had this dude, I just met the guy the other day. I was fixing his cable. He was like, I got a bad ticker, a bad heart. I'll probably only be here for like another 5 years. I just got out of a divorce. My wife took every fucking thing from me. I'm living in the house. My kids. She took my kids. My house. She took my kids, my house, half my money, my business. He was like, I'm probably be dead in like 5 years, and I'm living here in this hole in the wall with 2 broke TVs, barely scraping by on Vienna sausages and sardines. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I think a paternity test should be mandatory before dad signed the birth certificate. I petition for that being a law. Yeah, I agree with that also. I think it should be mandatory. Birth. That's actually something I agree with. That it should be mandatory that they take a paternity test. But also in America, you don't even have to prove that. In America, if you sign the birth certificate, you are legally obligated to pay child support, even if you're not the parent, and even if you prove with a paternity test after you sign the birth certificate that child does not belong to you. You are still required for the 18 years that child is growing. Even if the child is not actually yours by blood in America, if you sign their birth certificate, legally you are obligated to pay that child support for 18 years. It was a dyke that just got hit with that was complaining about that online. She was like, I was trying to be a stepfather. The girl got pregnant while she was with her. The girl got pregnant while she was with her by her baby daddy, but it was the nigga that she was already talking to, right? So she signed the birth certificate, called herself trying to be the stepdad, whatever, stepmother. She signs the baby certificate when it comes out. The girl leaves her, gets back with the baby father. That the baby is the father of the child, but because they both together filed for child support on the dyke, so the dyke is required by law because she signed the birth certificate to pay the child support for 18 years or until fully paid, or go to prison. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's a bunch of fuck shit, right? It's all kind of stupid shit. You can file for your name to be removed. Actually, yes, in America, and it's all kind of stupid stuff. I don't know if you could do that after child support order has already been issued, and I don't know if that'll even exempt you if you get it removed after that from paying it. but from still having to pay it, and it's a bunch of fuck shit. It's a whole lot of fuck shit going on, a whole lot. What's up, M-rated? Sorry I missed you. There's only a few apple butler makers in the world. It's all kind of stuff. It's a mess. America's a fucking mess. This is why I don't even talk politics. It's a damn mess. It could be handled a 1,000 times better than how a lot of this shit being handled. It's both the parents' responsibilities. Force them to be parents. If they didn't want a child, then they shouldn't have been practicing having one. It's that simple. You ain't got to send one to prison or the other one to prison and give the other one all of their money. Like, that fucking simple. Right? That damn simple. You know, they make it about a money thing, and then you wonder why a motherfucker crash out. And they spent 20 years building their kingdom, and you just strip half of it for a motherfucker that probably don't even deserve to get half of it, right? Whole entire time, you know, some relationships, motherfucker don't believe in you the whole entire time. You get all the way to the fucking moon. You get all the way to the moon. I've seen it a million times. You can't do that. You can't do this. And they watching your life and you get better and your income go up. And look, I had a friend like that. You know, I got 1 car, 2 cars, ended up with an apartment, move out my mom's house, couple vehicles, bunch of money in my pocket, going all kind of places, traveling. I've been about 15 different states. He's seeing all of this happen. I move up to a house, buy 2 RVs that got like 8 vehicles. He's seeing all of this happen. I got my mom her favorite Jaguar. I gave my mom her favorite Jaguar, her favorite color, actually. Also, get my nephew a car, get my friend a car. I gave like 3 of my vehicles away. Yeah, like 3 of my vehicles away. And he's watching this and he just can't believe it. I'm like, it's happening in your face. What do you mean? You ain't making no 100,000. I'm like, bro, I'm literally, you know what I'm saying? It's just, some people can't see the big picture. Some people just can't see the big picture, and you can't. That's their own little perception. They get tunnel vision, and you can't fix that. That is a character flaw. And it ain't simple pattern behavior. It's pattern behavior based off of a character trait flaw, which is embedded in them, right? That's something that they have to acknowledge themselves and really want to work on fixing, and then they have to go decide to fix it themselves and then start working on it. Stuff like that, you can't really change that. The only person that can change that is the Lord. You should look that up. If you can file to be removed from birth certificate if a paternity test proves you aren't the dad, because I saw cases like that and the mom had to pay them back. You might be right. But it's all fucked. It's all fucked. They just need to wipe child support altogether. For real. And alimony should be allocated a lot better than what it is too. There's better ways that could be put in place to do the same thing better, more effectively, less damaging to both parties. It's just, you know, less damaging to both parties. 50-50 custody should be mandatory. But they always give the mother 100% custody. That's like off dick. Any judge anywhere is going to give the mother most of the time in America. Vast, like 99% of the time. If it's you and your kids versus your ex, she's going to get the children. 99% of the time. She's going to get the children 99% of the time. Like, even if she's homeless, she's going to get, like, the way you get your children is you have to prove that she is an unfit mother. The only way you can get your children, you can spend all the money you want to. The only way you can get your children is if you prove you are required to prove that she's an unfit mother in order for you to get custody, right? She's unfit to raise them in order for you to get custody. Like extreme measures. She sit on her ass, homeless as hell, No money, no job. Somehow, magically, they think in their mind she's the best person to take care of them. Father got a whole house and crib. It's like if she, instead of giving her his crib because she's homeless with the kids, how about you just give, since it's his house, how about you just give him the kids? Like, how does this not make sense? If she's homeless because she chose to leave, instead she need a place to take care of the kids. She's homeless. He's not homeless. Don't give her his house. Give him the children. Tell her go live with her mama. Go live with a relative or something. That shit is just crazy. It's like it's too much. It's a lot. I don't even want to talk about this shit no more. I don't even want to talk about it no more. I don't even want to talk about it no more. It just don't make sense the way they do things here. It just don't. Too much. It's too much. I hate how this thing make my teeth look so yellow. Camera. It doesn't look nowhere near that bad. This is all kind of stuff. I don't even want to. It's just messy. Yeah, it's wild how it is. Yes, it is. I'm back. Welcome back in Reddit. Back in the building. Yeah, it's just wild. It's just too much to go through, man. It ain't even worth the. Ooh, it's just they're making changes as we speak. You know what I'm saying? So they're making changes as we speak. So. They're making changes as we speak. It's people making enough noise online. People making enough noise online. People making enough noise online. All we gotta do is get up there and make a petition. Shit. For a couple things. I'm sure. But yeah, I think the couple laws, I think it'd be a lot easier. Of course, I got to get in the position of power to be able to do that first. But it's good. People simple. It's gonna be a lot simpler than people think it is. The world ain't that complicated. It's not that complicated. It's not. I'm just here playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Just here playing the game. It's easy to win. It is. It's very easy. You just got to know how to win. That's it. MK2 comes out 3 days after my birthday. What's MK2? Monkey Goo Goo Gaga. Your raccoon lemur. What is MK2? Oh, Mortal Kombat 2? Mortal Kombat 2? Mortal Kombat. Oh, the movie. Oh, snap. Yeah. Yeah, big dreams, big achievable dreams. Big achievable dreams. Only combat you be having is with Cop Monkey. I'm dead. Big dreams, big achievable dreams. Get out here. Let's get out here and change the world, y'all. Change the world. Can't fix the whole world. That's not possible. I ain't a fool. Even God said you can't save the whole world. What's up, Tomek? Our favorite pick me back at it. So Let me see. So, no. How come you didn't have super chat? How come you don't have super chat? I still gotta get to the monetization point. I don't know right now. Yeah, I don't have I got like 1139 watch time hours to go before I can monetize to get super chats. Something like that. Before I can monetize to get super chats. Joshua will get there. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What time is it? It's 11:08. It's actually lunchtime for the shipyard. I can see a surge of people in here. Yeah, well, I'm just talking about dreams, aspirations. Basically, I feel like we could slide in off of the tailpipe of laws that are already being passed, and then they'll just be like, fuck it, throw that in there too. You know, we already doing this. This is in the favor, or might as well go ahead throw that in there too. Because child support and alimony, people are just really just using it to scam each other now. At least in America. Stuff like that. They're really just using it to scam each other. What's up, Nick? Jay, I've been having a bad day, man. What should I do? What's going on? Yeah, they just really people just using that shit to scam each other now, be spiteful towards each other, harm each other. Greedy. Which I mean, every dog has his day, but tell me, what's up, squad? What's up, Toby? I think I need to get on. No girl left me and we were together for 3 years, but she left without a word. She left without a word. She just vanished. Oh, bro, it's here. It's time. That sucks. It's time to hit the dating market, bro. Whatever she come back with, you do not. Don't take it back, bro. Don't take it back. Do not take it back. She went to catch some bodies, bro. That shit hurt. If you actually love the person, you know what I'm saying? Don't take it back. It ain't gonna smell the same. Just remember. You remember how it smelled at first. Now she opened up and it smells different. You know she slept with somebody else. Three years you had enough time to, man, I can't even lie, but I'm going to look up to you now. You be my role model. Thank you, Nick. Just remember she opened up, bro. Because girl body only attached to one person. Her pH balance can only attach to one person at a time. Even if he's wearing a condom. It would still do the same thing. Because there's other juices, that flop around when in the act, right? It still gets down there. Sweat, all kind of other stuff. So wearing the condom don't stop it from throwing her pH balance off. You know what it's been 3 years, you know what it smells like. So if it smells different, she comes back, you know she slept with somebody. Because it throw their pH balance off and it goes from, it's supposed to smell when it's at least like just a little sweaty. It's supposed to smell like an armpit, right? That's like normal. Till she wash it off. Fish is from multiple bodies. Fish smell is from multiple bodies. Fish smell, the harsher the fish smell, the more bodies. It's all the bacteria from the men still in her body. Still swimming around in her hoo-ha. Stronger fish smell, more bodies. Bacteria from the different guys' bodies, it throws off their pH balance, and it causes their pH balance being off causes fish smell. Or fart smell. When it starts smelling like fart smell is like not as many bodies. Fish smell is like multiple bodies. Bodies. I think it'd take at least like 4 to get to the fish smell, to be honest with you. From normal. Like 4 or 5. I think. Alright, y'all. I'll probably be back on later. For like an hour or two. I'm about to get up. I gotta get my day going. Pod chat out. Y'all take care.